You guys are listening to Tech at TV podcasting series. In our show, we bring you the best in technologies, innovation, startups, fintech, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and the latest and the greatest in technology worldwide. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. You guys are watching Tech at TV podcast. And if you're listening to our podcast with a new guest, an entrepreneur, a friend, Webb Knudsen. So he's right here with us. Hi, Webb.
Hi, glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Great. So one thing I see behind you is, besides asking for your background academically and professionally, you have a very cool background. Is that your company, PlayPer? What is that?
That is, yeah. Behind me, we have our very bright, colorful, fun PlayPer toys. We've got the castle playset, catapult, dragon trainer, the story starters. We've got a pirate ship, the mermaid castle, and our pirate and mermaid story starters. And I'm very proud of them. They're a ton of fun.
And tell me about your real background. You come from media, so I know you probably don't like to brag about like the names like Lucasfilm, CAA, but what was the story behind it?
Yeah, I got my career start in the entertainment industry, and it was a very fun place to get a career start. I started off at the production company Walden Media, which makes the Chronicles of Narnia movies. And then I jumped over to CAA, Creative Artists Agency. And after that, I went to Lucasfilm, where I was selling the Star Wars and Indiana Jones movies in the distribution sales department. And after that, I jumped over to the Silicon Valley startup scene, did a couple startups in the marketing space, then jumped into investing in consumer products, and then I founded PlayPer and became the CEO of this business.
Great. That's an interesting segue because you have an eureka moment, I will say, when you became a parent. Is that right? That connected your new career as a CEO of PlayPer. So what happened? How did that begin?
Yeah, it's a organic story of kind of playing with my kids and seeing the toys that they had and seeing the toys that were filling up our home and realizing that the majority of the toys were plastic, as is the case for the whole toy industry. 90% or more of all toys are made out of plastic and they are not recyclable. And that was the revolution that my wife and I had, and kind of the challenge that my wife and I had is over and over again, we realized that kids have a relatively short period of time that they are into most toys, matter of days, matter of weeks, months if you're lucky. And then you as the parent are faced with this challenge of what do I do with these toys when my kid is no longer into them? And so that was really the revelation that led to PlayPer is there's a lot of cool stuff being done in the toy industry with recycled plastics, natural woods, trying to be more eco-friendly. But what I felt was really missing was the exit solution. The what do you do with these toys when your child is no longer into them? And so that's really what PlayPer solves is it provides awesome, imaginative, buildable toys that are great for pretend play, but also when your child is no longer enjoying and loving the toys anymore, you can just toss them guilt-free in any recycling bin, which is something that not any toys really can say.
Yeah, because PlayPer is paper, right? It's like a play in
It
a
is,
word
yeah.
for play.
Exactly.
And I saw that I saw a presentation of Shark Tank a while ago where they had a paper wallet. So you had a paper made wallet, and I think it gained a lot of like attraction from the sharks because simply it was recyclable the same way,
Mm.
and they were making the same statement that we had too many like use of leather, synthetics, and things like that. And in general, you couldn't personalize it, for example.
Mm.
And I assume that the creativity side of the story with paper is something that you want to like incentivize with your kids and as well with other kids, right? With somebody else's kids, and that's basically what a STEM is, right? So are you like a STEM based toy, or what is your role
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, well, we like to say STEAM because STEAM incorporates arts as well, and that's a
Ah,
big part of
okay.
who we are. So STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math, and then STEAM is science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And so we are a STEAM accredited toy, and we really value that. There's definitely some technology and engineering and science that goes into PlayPer, but also the arts. component of what we do is very important to the PlayPer story. There's storytelling at the heart of everything we do, the characters, the backstories behind them, the storytelling, the imaginative play that happens with those is really key to the PlayPer experience. So yeah, that's really important to what PlayPer is all about. But no, I appreciate you highlighting kind of paper as the material that we use. It is a paper-based material. It is fully recyclable, and I think paper generally is an underutilized material for a lot of different products, and definitely in toys. And we have created a material. It's a very unique material to us that is very durable, and it's one of the first things that people notice when they open up a PlayPer toy box is just how durable it is, and we get a lot of surprised comments from customers saying, "Wow, I can't believe this is actually paper-based. It's a lot more durable than I was expecting it to be." So it is flexible. You can bend it and it won't break or snap. And it actually has a water-based coating on it, so you can spill liquid, ketchup, whatever on it, and wipe it right off. So it is a really unique material, and paper is just fantastic. Like the way that it feels in your hand, the kind of tactile feel of it is really really cool. So no, we're proud to make our products out of we call it PlayPer board. Actually, is
Playper
what we call
board.
our
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
And do you have any like beside? I saw some videos on YouTube where you have like I think it was it was NBC, where we're covering your toys, but you have like parents.com, you have like other places where you're showcased like Barnes and Noble. Where else can we find your toys? Where else can people find your toys?
Yeah, I appreciate you asking the question. Barnes and Noble nationwide, we're sold in over 600 Barnes and Noble stores. Really proud of that one. We feel like we're really aligned with Barnes and Noble in a lot of ways around literacy, around imagination, just around all of the values that they have as a business. So really proud that we're sold nationwide at Barnes and Noble. We're sold on our website, playper.com. We're on Amazon, toysrus.com, walmart.com, masonette.com. We're in about 70 toy stores throughout the country, mainly mom and pop type toy stores, and that's about it right now. But there's some other exciting things in the works, but I can't say it yet.
All right, but like the you have a flagship product, like a flagship like thing, which is called the Curious Kingdom. I saw it. I was like, that's kind of cool. It's like
Thank you.
it's something that came from your background in Hollywood, or what's the
Yeah.
deal?
Yeah, no, for sure. So Curious Kingdom, the castle playset, you can see it behind me there, was the first product that we launched. It has these really fun characters that come with it. King Ketchup, Queen Alpha, Snuffles the
Okay.
Dragon, Ollie the Ogre, Princess Petunia. I won't go through all of them, but the point is that they all have really fun names, backstories, personality traits. We're not here to give kids products that are just generic King, Queen, Knight, Dragon. We want to give kids little snippets of what makes these characters unique. King Ketchup loves ketchup. Snuffles the Dragon has allergies and sneezes fire. Little fun little snippets like that that then kids can jump off and tell stories with. So yeah, you mentioned my background in Hollywood. One of the things that I really learned through my time in Hollywood is the power of storytelling and the emotional resonance of and the importance of that, not just in Hollywood movies and TV shows, but also in products. If you run a brand, if you have a consumer products company, the story that you're telling is incredibly important. And the stories that kids tell with our products, in addition, is something that I really, really value about our products. And I love seeing my own kids do pretend imaginary play with our products and hearing stories about customers who buy our products and have super creative kids doing awesome storytelling and pretend play with them.
No, I think kids needs to like train their imagination, the
Yeah.
creative side, either as inventors, maybe in art or science, whatever. And in that way, right? Basically, you have the product made in New Jersey. Is that right? Is that it's a U.S. based manufactured product?
We are not made in the U.S. We're designed, developing everything in the U.S. But we manufacture our product in China. Currently, we do all of the, like I said, design, development, other stuff, and our whole team is based here in the U.S. Except the manufacturing does happen overseas in China. We have a great team over there that we work with.
And you're besides being as the CEO and founder of PlayPer, you are part of different boards. You're very active in the venture capital community, as you said before. Tell us more about your board involvements, like in Cerebelli, for example.
Yeah, thanks. No, I sit on a couple different boards. I do consumer product investing through two different buckets. One through a private equity investment group called Partnership Capital Growth, or PCG, and also through a family office called Knudsen Capital, or KC. And I sit on a couple of the different boards of our portfolio companies. One of which is Cerebelli, the baby food, toddler food brand that does purees and bars and that are optimized for brain development. And it's a fantastic company. It really is the most nutritionally beneficial baby and toddler food company out there on the market today. And you know, the founder of Cerebelli likes to say that you are your brain. There is no more important part of the human the body really than your brain. The brain is so key to everything that you do as a human, and really who you are as a human. And the brain, when you are a baby and a toddler, is advancing in just incredible ways. And so, you know, I both at my work at PlayPer and Cerebelli, we talk a lot about brain development and how we can help kids develop in the best way possible to really become the best adults, and grow throughout life. And so that has to do with the nutrition that they are fed through the food that they're given, and then also through play experiences. There's great companies like PlayPer, my company. We're invested in another great toy business called Love Every that really focuses on how kids develop at specific stages of development. And so that's really something that is important to me, especially as a dad of four young kids, and just watching kids develop at those young ages is just it's honestly just magical. So I'm
Congratulations. And I think besides your dad inspiration here, you have also financially looking at the business, very, very, very strong investors in your company. And your company has grown obviously to become like a market player in this industry. So who else besides your venture capital firms are invested in PlayPair, and do you see raising more capital? Do you see going to the market like an IPO? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Yeah, so we have some great backers at PlayPer. Our own family office, Knudsen Capital, is an investor, obviously, but we have the former CEO of Fisher Price is an investor in PlayPer. The former chief brands officer of Mattel is an investor. We have the former CEO of J. Crew, the former CEO of Dell Computers, the current founder and COO of Freshpet. Just a lot of really great executives who have incredible experience around the table at PlayPer. We're bringing on some other angel investor groups right now, or angel investors and family office groups right now. I can't say who yet, but there's some great stuff in the works right now. But we are raising capital right now. We have a $1 million convertible note open that we've brought 400,000 into. It's on a $5 million cap. We're raising through a WeFunder campaign as well right now. I think that the future of PlayPer is likely going to be an acquisition at some point. I think there's a lot of big toy companies out there that are trying to figure out the sustainability of their products, and I think that we would be a great add-on for a lot of those type of companies. So just to list a few: Mattel, Spin Master, Lego, Hasbro, companies like that that I think could end up acquiring PlayPer down the road.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. And last but not least, as you know, I'm very interested in software. So I saw that you have an augmented reality play that
Yeah.
we're visualizing right now. Tell us more about that and how that complements the PlayPer story.
Yeah, so our company was founded originally back, or the idea for it originated around when Pokemon Go was really big in the marketplace. I'm sure a lot of you listening remember Pokemon Go, and kids out there and adults too walking around with their phones and finding the Poke monsters, whatever the going around, and I think augmented reality really took a turn and blew up in a big way around Pokemon Go, and my co-founder was looking at the AR technology that they used and felt strongly that AR technology made a lot of sense for the kids market. One of the challenges generally with screen time for kids is that kids can become zombies. They stare into the screen and they kind of get locked into the screen. And I think that AR really presents a cool way to overcome that because you see beyond the screen. If you're holding your phone or your tablet there, you still see the world. And so in Pokemon Go, obviously they were getting up and walking around and exploring the world. And I think that augmented reality is a very cool technology, especially for the kids market, because it does allow for more exploration and doesn't lock you into the screen environment quite in the same way that traditional app might.
No, I love that. I love that, and definitely I've seen that situation with my nieces and nephews with Roblox, especially, and all sort of games like that. But generally, I think your company is playing a big role right now. Congratulations on the success of PlayPer. I think
Thank
it's a
you.
great product, and I think you're going in the very strong growth for what I can see. And last but not least, any future things that we should be aware, any new products that you have in the pipeline that are or you will participate at some sort of a conference or something that we can highlight from this interview.
Yeah, for sure. So first of all, behind me here, you can see the Pirates and Mermaids products. We're launching those in a couple months here. They are our best products to date. They're very interactive, have lots of cool little features and play features within them. We realized when we launched the castle that has like a drawbridge door that opens and closes and all of these other little these little interactive features. The catapult, I've got one right here, is one of our more popular products as well, and
Okay.
it really launches these little gnome characters. We realized that the interactivity that happens with the product is really important, and so we doubled down on that in a big way with the pirate ship and the mermaid castle. And the mermaid castle, you can't really see it, but it's got a dance floor that opens and closes, so the characters can have dance parties. The pirate ship has a plank that pulls out, and the characters drop into a little jail cell below. It's got a little mini catapult on the front that launches little bananas. And anyway, there's just tons of interactive features on the pirate and mermaid products, and we can't wait to get those out to the public. The other products that I really want to highlight here, and I'm so excited that I can finally talk about this. It's been in the works for a little bit now, but we just signed on our first licensing deal with Hidden Pigeon, which is the licensing arm for Mo Willems. If you have kids between the ages of 3 to 8, I'm sure you are familiar with Elephant and Piggy and Don't
Yeah.
Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus and all of the awesome stories and characters that Mo Willems has developed. And and we are doing PlayPer versions of their with using their characters, and where we're doing versions of our products with their characters, and it's going to be awesome. We have a pigeon story starters product, and we have a really cool elephant and piggy product that we'll launch later this year as well. So really excited to introduce those to the world.
Well, great, great, great. I don't want to keep you the rest of the afternoon here, Webb, and I'm really impressed with these results. I've seen your all your evolution, let's say, from idea
Yeah.
to culmination, let's say, and thanks again for joining us, and I'll get everyone back to work, and thanks for watching and listening to TechHead TV. Say bye to Webb. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, take care.
Bye bye.
This show is brought to you by Igla Communications at the Iglavator in Boca Raton, Florida.